Hey guys, welcome to this next episode of Jetskis Garage. Finally knuckling in this F100, sort out the starting issue. Unfortunately, I did lose a little bit of footage at the start there, so might seem a bit sort of cut short. Bought a new phone, doing the file transfer, sort of lost it a little bit, but most of it's still there. Hopefully you guys still enjoy it. Cheers. Yeah, the main issue that we're having with this was could not get it running. God would run it every now and then finally it just stopped running in regards to, just wouldn't get spark. So I went to it, had a bit of a play, tried different distributors, coils and whatnot. Finally was able to get it to get some spark, but just could not for the life of me get it to actually run. So I basically have diagnosed it down to the timing chain. It is an original standard timing chain on it. The original timing chains do have an issue where the camshaft gear is covered in plastic. That's just how they are, they're plastic coated gear. After 40, 50 years, whatever, eventually that plastic gets brittle, breaks down, and therefore it can skip gears and whatnot. So I've ended up purchasing off him, basically really just want to get it as a nice bit of a cruiser. And then see what happens at the end of it. Timer chain's been done, so now just looking at pulling the engine up so that I can get the sump off to be able to do a proper reseal. So if we come down here, we have the sump. Because of the way the cross member is, I'm going to have to jack that up a little bit more to be able to get that bad boy up. But trusty old crane here. You should be able to, like so. With that off, we had to give it a proper reseal, get that timing cover back on. I have, if we have a look, there's my 0 mark. I have done 2 degrees advance, just to give it a little bit more poke with the timer as well. It's another reason why I want to go the double row. But yeah, we'll keep plodding along. Well, it's the next morning after fitting the sump and the water pump and timing cover and that. I just wanted to let everything sort of sit a bit. On the timing cover and water pump, I do use a very light film with this. Things are a hell of a lot better than silicone. Just obviously where the water's been, it's sort of a bit corroded and pitted on some of the surfaces of that timing cover, so that just dumps a bit. But yeah, a little bit of silicone just on the joiners for the sump gasket. Obviously don't smother it on so it doesn't squeeze all into your sump and go into your pickup for your oil pump. But yeah, while having the sump off, I was able to confirm it is a 302. So yeah, now it's all back together. I can put the carby back on, which does leak like a sieve. It's pretty crap. Don't really want to try and play with the gas system again though. But may do. Don't know. See what happens. But yeah, basically just want to get the timing right now and see if she fires up. See if that was the issue. And fingers crossed. Otherwise, I'm going to be in a bit of pain. Yeah, as I said, this was set up for gas. So the throttle linkage was set up for the throttle body that was on here. Basically it was like a bit of an EFI throttle body. Didn't have a top hat for it. And when I bought it off old mate, I did say that I wasn't really interested in the gas system. I don't like gas. It's annoying, you can't see it. You can't see what's going in. So yeah, just don't like it. So yeah, basically going back to petrol, I don't even know if there's a fuel line anywhere here. Going back to the tank, something else to have a look at and sort out. So yeah, so I'll have to get this set up to be able to work on the carby. So I'll grab a little dick, put it up here, and the cable will work. As you can see, my little makeshift cable here, as I was trying to get it running by myself. If I can get go. Just a bit of wire. It's going back to the door. I could give her a couple of pumps. So yeah, I'll take that off so I can actually sit there and yeah, do it by foot. And yeah, see how we go. Been down to Autobarn, grab some service parts off my mate Dane down there. You might see a little bit of Dane coming soon. He's got an old Bedford truck that he's actually doing the LS conversion in. So yeah, looking forward to heading around to Dane's place and having a bit of a check on that and giving him a hand to do a couple of things. He's turning into a tow truck, or loader tow truck, to tow around his Datsun turbo. He's got a little Datsun, so yeah, that'll be coming up soon as well. But yeah, in the meantime, give us a new fresh bit of oil, fresh filter, put some coolant in, and yeah, fire her up. Obviously still not really running how it should be. Yeah, don't know. It's got some different plugs in it. I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, I'll just start checking everything. Try and get the timer light on. It's a bit hard when you're by yourself. But start looking into some other things. Right. So what I've done is basically pulled the dizzy cap right off, pulled the dizzy out, took the rock covers off, had a bit of a look inside. All the push rods seem to be fine. So I don't know if there's a collapse lift or anything there. And yeah, pretty much just got it back to top dead center number 1, set it up so that the leaves are a bit nicer in regards to, like, yeah, they're not all twisted over like that or anything like that. So I set to how I like it. Just filled up the carby with some more fuel, and yeah, I think we're pretty good to give it a shot now. So I'll set yours up there. Hope we don't have any carby fires again. going to try a bit of my mate. See what happens. Yeah, buddy. Well, I've been playing around a little bit with the tuning. Had it running on aero start to try and sort of get a bit better with bass tuning, so sort of doing the old double-handed run around, grab the timing gun while it's running on the aero start as well. I reckon I've got a pretty good sweet spot at the moment, so here we go again, and let's see. And it lifts so stoked. Sitting on about to run out of fuel, I reckon. That's sitting on about 12 degrees timing as it is, but the revs are a bit high. I've got to drop them down, and then the time will drop down too. But at the moment, it's just running, which is sweet. Still got to rig up a fuel system, get a fuel pump down on the block as well, get rid of the gas, and yeah, cherry rig a lineup, see what's going on with the tank. So yeah, happy days. Pretty happy. Went through my spare parts and we got a spare fuel pump. Unfortunately, I don't have enough fuel on, so I'm going to need to go and buy some fuel on. But yeah, Mrs. has gone to bed early, so I thought I'd sneak out of the shed, have a bit more of a play. So yeah, I'm going to install the fuel pump now, and yeah, tomorrow morning get up early, go get some fuel on. Good thing is there's still fuel line coming out of the tank. It goes about halfway up the chassis rail, just underneath the cab. So yeah, shouldn't need too much line there. Just a little bit to go up to the engine bay. But yeah, I reckon this one's gonna definitely get me out of trouble anyway. And yeah, put some fuel in it as well, and hopefully just get it running on its own thing tomorrow. So see how it goes. Well, a bit of an issue as I was going through things last night. The fuel line that comes out of the tank is 516. The barb on the mechanical fuel pump's 3.8. And yeah, I wasn't really going to stretch the hose on too well. Had a bit of a try, but wasn't working real good. So I've had to do a bit of shopping around this morning. Got myself a bit of fuel line, 516 and 3.8, but found myself a little adapter as well. Yeah, so I'll head home now and yeah, chuck the fuel line in, put some fuel in the tank, put a filter in line because stuff knows what's going to be in that tank. Probably a bit of crap, bit of rust, so yeah, I'll just keep swapping fuel filters before the pump and yeah, see how we go. Fuel line's all fitted. Do have a filter in here as well. So just got a filter. I've ended up running through the chassis rail there and trying to run it on this side of the chassis rail just because I didn't like how close the extractors were on the side here. So yeah, just with it coming straight off the pump, that's my 3.8 line down to 516, adapter there. Just had to run it up in under there because yeah, running along the inside here is just a little bit too close for my liking. This wiring will all come out, it's part of the gas system. So yeah, now I'm just going to give it a few cranks, try and fill up that filter, put some fuel in. Beautiful patina bodywork, isn't it? So the guy actually started to do a bit of a resto on it. and yeah, used a flapper disc or something. Where is it? Yeah. So yeah, gonna have to do a bit of a primer job and fix that up. But yeah, really good guards. Really, there's no major rust at all, which is good. So all right, let's give it some cranking and see what happens. Need a little help from your friend? Yeah. Still running. Good old. Check the water. Come in there. Excellent. Still also needs a bit of training. We'll get that done. Right, so after a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of assembly, because no one really wants to watch that because it's boring and shit. So assembled it all up. It's not too bad. I did swap my vacuum module. That's the old one there with the plastic top. That looked crap. So I had another spare carby and swapped it for another one. So that one's on there now. But as I was having a bit of a play with it, I did notice something where, yeah, I was just operating the butterflies and the secondaries were opening too. I was like, hold on, it's not, definitely not a mechanical secondary, but if we have a look, what they've done is they've turned it into a mechanical secondary by putting a little screw there. So as you rotate it, it's going to open the secondaries. Now I'm going to piss that off because I'm just going to let the vacuum just do its job, because it's hooked up, and yeah, it's not like it's got a squirt or anything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much all done. Going to throw her in the Effie and yeah, start her up and see how she runs. I think I might try and adjust this. Oh, no. Oh, we got a leak. Big bad leak. Don't know where from. I'm gonna guess. And here. Oh shit. Why is it doing this? Alright, well, let's have a look, see what's going on. I'll try and set this up here for you so you can see. Yeah, that should be alright. Should be able to see leak coming from there pretty bad. Right from there. So obviously I'm going to pull that back bowl off and have a look, but looks like it's just from the crossover tube between the two bowls. Were new O-rings, maybe I might have pinched it going in a bit. Put a little bit of grease on them to try and get them to seal a bit better, but maybe that hasn't worked. So yeah, I'll pull it apart, see what's going on. This is the O-ring that was on the tube. Now, as you can see, the tube must have just grabbed it, so that wasn't sealing. So yeah, I went through my O-ring kit and did find another O-ring. So I have put it back together, and yeah, now I'm just sort of adjusting the throttle pump because it's got no play at all. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of gap there and then try again. Good morning. Off to my mate Adrian's place. He has his own tyre shop. Obviously, as you can see, it's all running, driving. Yeah, currently going up to McLaren Vale. That's where his tyre shop is, or McLaren Flat. Yeah, at about the 60k mark, it starts getting quite a bit of a shake. Tyres were flat when I picked this thing up, so I'm guessing that, yeah, probably maybe a bit of a flat spot or just a bad balance. Starting to get that bit of a shake now. But yeah, other than that, once you get up to the 80, it drives pretty good, pretty smooth. I'll put new wiper arms on. The old ones were stuck, and sort of like a weird plastic clip, so I had to drill and rivet the arms so that they stay on. As you can see, it's pretty crappy weather here in Adelaide, but yeah, it's driving really nice, it's fairly straight for what you'd expect, but yeah, I'm happy. Just still keep going and iron out those little issues. Got to get the temp gauge working, doesn't seem to be working. Speedo doesn't work, so I'll get that working too. But yeah, just keep on keeping on and have a go. Right, so just heading back now. Been at the tyre shop. Tyres are quite old and pretty hard, so just going to get new ones rather than trying to worry about balancing them. They do have a bit of a flat spot, so yeah, just going to get some new ones, which will be in tomorrow. But I could smell a bit of a fuel leak. Had a bit of a check when I got there, and it looks like the other side of the carby crossover tube for the bowls, on the other side's leaking now, so it must be when I put it back together again. Must have accidentally nicked the other one, the other O-ring, so yeah, just heading home now. Just got a bad little spot down here. So yeah, just gonna pull that front bolt off now, replace that O-ring, and we'll see how we go again, because the missus definitely ain't gonna want to get into a car that stinks of petrol. Go home and fix that up now. So, all done. Cruising, beautiful, happy with the tune. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with it now. Probably just play around, do a couple other little bits and pieces here and there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you got anything else that you'd like to see done to this or anything, drop a comment. But yeah, at the moment, just going to enjoy it, drive it, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.